Okay, now we are gonna focus on the last of the labs. So this we are going to interact, share, and collaborate Power BI dashboards. And I'm gonna understand how Power BI collaboration distribution works and how to access report from a mobile device. All right, so we're gonna cover a few things: how using Q&A, how use generate and using quick insights, setting alerts, and manage permissions in the workspace, among other things. Oh, and creating Power BI apps, very important. Let's go. So using Q&A, notice at the top of the dashboard, there's an option, ask a question about your data. This is like asking a question in desktop. This is ask a question in the desktop. Select ask a question in the data text box at the top of the page. Make sure that you are embedded Ansel dashboard in the final report in your DIAD workspace and the Power BI service. Let's create a visual that represents market share by country. Okay, so there we go. On the top of the dashboard, remember, not the report, we're on the dashboard. Ask your question about your data. That opens the Q&A section, and what are we going to ask? A visual is created on it, so ask the question. Yeah, this is what we're going to type. Got it. Let's see what it brings. So if we suggest a little bit more, we can suggest the type of visual we want, right? And it will create the tree map. That's great. Just with a question, we got something. Now let's pin the visual and let's put it in a... Let me see, because here we are in the dashboard. Maybe I'm not reading this right. Select ask a question about your data text box at the top of the page. You'll be taken to here. Perfect. Visual is created. Notice the bar is created. Type Van Arsel market share by contrast the tree map. Note that the tree visual is created. In the top right corner of the screen, select pin visual. Oh yes, here it is. That's why I couldn't find it. Pin your visual. Got it. Thank you so much. So we pin it there and we're gonna exit. And after exit, it's added as a tile. Let's generate insights on a dashboard tile. While we run insights on a dashboard tile, instead of searching for insights against an entire model, the search is narrowed to the data used to create a single dashboard tile. This is called Scope Insights. Hover over the revenue by manufacturer line chart on the dashboard. Select the ellipses, revenue by manufacturer. the line chart. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna see view insights. Will be taken to focus mode. Yes. Scroll on the Insights pane to the right of the screen to review the various insights Power BI can generate. Notice that there's an option to pin insight visuals to the dashboard. So it generates insights like this. Anyone that we like, we can pin it. The guide doesn't ask us to pin anything, so we're good. We're gonna exit, but that's an option. Other thing we can do is setting an alert. So if we go to Banarcell market share, we can go and manage alerts. Let's see that. Let's first exit here. Manage alerts. Add a rule. What rule should we add? Let's give us an example. Notice that you can add above or below thresholds. You can also set a notify frequency. Say cancel and don't save. Okay, we're not going to add anything at this point. But that's something we can do. If something happens, I want an alert. That's great. In the revenue, now select the Van Arsel market share card tile to navigate to the visual. In the revenue by country and state, my visual drill up to the state. Oh, we're gonna go cancel, don't save, cancel, don't save, cancel. All right. So we're gonna click on the report and we're gonna on the tile, dashboard tile, and that will make us go to the report. Now, in the revenue by country and state map, drill up to the state level, to the country level. All right, we're in the country level. Perfect. Hover your mouse over the Australia bubble in the map and hit drill through. Hover over the matrix visual and drill up to the highest level if not already there. Select the focus mode on the top right. We're already in the top level. Focus mode. Let's focus. Urban and rural. So yeah, there's something here that is not what we want. Why is it filtering? Category is urban. I'm gonna remove the filter here. And this should bring me to segment is extreme. I don't know in what moment we did that, but let's remove those two filters so we see urban and rural. Okay. Select double down arrow to drill down. Then select back to report on the top left corner of the page. What are we doing? Okay. We are focused, then double down on the drill down. Let's go back here. We're focused, double down. I am confused. Select double down to drill down. Why is this report not drilling down? After we've managed that, we went and drilled down through manufacturer. Then you go to the manufacturer page for the report with the Australia filter applied to the report. So only the Australia filter should be managed. Why? Yes, and the other filter that is coming from all pages. So why is not drilling down? Okay, so now we are at the top level, and now we want to do our arrow to go deep. Yeah, so that makes it more sense. Open a bookmark panel on the right side to the report by selecting the bookmark icon on the top right corner and choosing show more bookmarks. Then select view to open the bookmark viewing interface. Perfect. Here it says show, or yeah, show more bookmarks. Show. So we see all the bookmark interfaces. The bookmark interface and all the bookmarks. Okay, perfect. View. That's great. And the bookmark on the right side, we saw that. Show more bookmarks, select view to open bookmark viewing interface. Notice that you can view and move through different bookmarks using the arrow at the bottom of the screen. This behavior is like in Power BI Desktop. You can test it on your own. So those are things that were identified by Power BI. Okay. User sales is increasing. Perfect. You can explore that more on your own. Now, on the quick insights, we need to go back to the semantic model and get quick insights. So for that we go back to the workspace. We see that semantic model is there. We go to the ellipses and get quick insights. Okay, let's let it run. And when the insights are ready, let's get view insights. A quick insight report is displayed based on the model. This provides insights into the data you might have missed and help you get a quick start on creating dashboard. Hovering over each report provides an option to pin it to a dashboard. Now that you've published your reports and built your dashboard, the required portion of the module in the next optional unit will show you the process of sharing your dashboard and collaborating with other team members, and see how you can create storytelling presentations with PowerPoint using data from Power BI. This is optional. Continue using your file that completed in Module 7. If you're joining now, you should start from the final report. So the first thing, now you have a workspace and you're ready to collaborate. How you control who can do what. You have basically 4 levels of access. Contributor, it can do pretty much everything. Add, edit, delete content. A member can add, edit, delete content, and reshare, publish, and update apps, right? An admin, it's everything a member can do, but also it can change and delete a workspace. So admin is the highest level. If you have admin, you have everything. And a viewer is someone that you can interact and read data, storing in workplace data flows. It's a more restrictive. Select the appropriate role and select add. So here I'm going to give the insights are still working. Let's move on with the view insights. So these are the reports that are providing from the insights. Pretty cool. You could admit something. But let's go back to the workspace. Access. Here is go to manage access, and you can see here I'm the creator, I'm the admin, and you have to have an admin. At least you have an admin. So now I'm gonna add someone. Let's add Nurik. Nope, that's not how you spell it. Nurik. And I trust Nurik. And here is more on the hierarchy of permissions. Viewers is the most restrictive, contributor, member, or admin. And you just select the appropriate permission and you just hit add. You can give access to individuals or to security groups. Probably if you're in a big organization, it's better, the best practice is to create security groups and take it from there. It requires less. Okay, so that's how you give permissions. Now, yes, perfect. Now let's share the content we have created with report viewers and consumers. To start, we need to publish an app. An app can include multiple dashboards and reports. So why we have an app if we have a workspace? So this is a very common issue that I see in the places that I work, is that everything is done in a workspace. Your collaboration, your data manipulation, and the data consumption. That's a common mistake that it can give you a lot of headaches. So the best way is to the workspace, keep it to the people that are working with the data and collaborating and creating insights. Once you're talking about consumers, you should share the best practices to share your reports through a Power BI app. So this is what we are going to do. We're going to create a Power BI app. So yes, navigate to your workspace called DIAD. No, we don't have that. When did we create that works? Did we say that? I think that was the way that you should name your workspace. That's mostly if you are sharing an environment with someone else. Otherwise, if you are only you can call it whatever you want. So go to the workspace that you created. So let's create an app. How are we going to call it? Build your app. The app is called DIAD, and then we're going to put a description. And we're going to put a description that is mandatory. That's it. You can change the logo and you can change the color of the app. They have a few options. So now we are going to add content. So when we are in content, we can select a report or the dashboard. What are we going to select? Both things. Report and dashboard. Add. So now that will be added to the menu of this report, if this app, you see here. And because the dashboard, the report has more than one tab, it's navigated like that, right? So this is the way the app will look. But that's it for now. But we want to create audience. Who are we going to share it with? Basically, so when we hit add audience, who we want to share it with? You can share it with an entire organization if it's a public report or app. But if you want specific people, you can put the people that you want to share it with. In this case, this is tricky, right? Because Nurik is also part of the workspace. I want to share it with Karina, which is another of my employees, and she doesn't have access to the workspace, but she will have access to the report through the app. And then probably I need to publish the app. Publish the app. Publish. So the next step, I get the link. I could provide the link, or I can say go to the app. Both ways, it will take me to the app that we just created, right? There it is, the app that we created, and this is the view they will have. Then you can go back and you exit the app. But that's not the best way to get it. It's better to register the app. So where do we get that? There's a apps menu where you can explore and get apps. I have many other apps already installed for different things. You hit get apps, and here you have a lot of other apps in that are available to me. Some that are public, there are many things. But on the top, if we go to our organizational, this is the one that we publish internally. Then you can explore on your own time. You can get more things. You can get an app for LinkedIn and many other things. I haven't even explored them myself. But definitely, if you don't have it installed, that's the way you have it. That is the way to get it installed. And now the last part, or the next part, is how to access from a mobile. So now we're not going to demo this live, but you need to have installed the Power BI mobile app in your Android or iOS or your iPhone. You need to sign into your account. And once you have signed in, you have a walkthrough, and very straightforward, you'll go. And then you have the reports available to you, so you have the apps available to you. And it will be more, remember that we changed the definition, the design of the report to fit the mobile. If you pick a report that hasn't been mobile optimized, it still will show, but it won't be mobile optimized. Okay, thank you.